What do you think? Does this make an okay thumbnail? I hope so. I'm going to try to use it. Can I stop now? Blah. Hi. I thought I would just sit down with no plan, no script, and talk at you. Because, yeah, stuff is still going on. There have been a lot of changes that I've had to make in recent times and everything. And I thought I would just share a little bit of update on where things are with me and with the channel and such. So I have no props or anything. Probably should have brought in something. Maybe a fidget spinner. I don't think a lot of people would like that. Nah. First of all, some new information, some good stuff. I have good things to share. That's always good. Good is good. If you follow me on Twitter, you've already heard this before, but not everybody follows me on Twitter. So here we go. With the videos that I've made since I switched the studio up, tore out the old studio, built this new one, practically from scratch, and started doing things in this new format with me front and center to begin with in them. The viewer satisfaction rate on the channel on those new videos has climbed to just shy of 99%. That's the like to dislike ratio on average across the videos that I've made since I came back from my break to redo everything. And that is almost unbelievable. It's a fantastically high number because I remember not too long ago, not too far in the distant past, when I would look and see 96.1% or something like that. And I was happy with that because, honestly, it doesn't matter how well you do at anything. There are going to be people that don't like it. Like you can be pretty darn perfect. Not that I am anywhere near perfect at anything that I do, but if it was possible to be essentially perfect, you would still have folks that don't like what you do for one reason or another. And that's only natural. So to get to almost it's like 98.7% it's mind blowing, but thank you. Thank you to the folks who are clicking like. Thank you to the folks who are clicking dislike. The honest feedback is useful. Previously I've mentioned that folks have given good or positive, qualitative feedback. Just the subjective, taking time to write out a comment saying, "Hey, I like what you're doing. I like the new format and stuff," and that's very, very much appreciated. And that's much more valuable to me personally than numbers. Numbers have their value. But real people, taking their own time, their own effort to write something in long form is valuable, especially these days where everything is just meh, 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 So thank you for the feedback and the qualitative, the data, the number-based feedback is supporting that in fantastic ways. So that is working out really well. Another thing that's worked out really well is watch time. So what they call viewer retention, the amount of time that people are spending on a given video on average, what percentage of it is being watched on average. And that's a number that is just a number, but it is a number that I personally have put a lot of weight into since YouTube started reporting that number, which was quite some years ago. To me, it represents something really valuable because it indicates how much people truly want to see what you've made. You can get a ton of views, but if half of the people are clicking away in the first 10 to 30 seconds, it doesn't really bode well for the quality of what you've done or the entertainment value of what you've done, And yeah, so the numbers, especially since I've come back, that number was already rising throughout 2019 through efforts that I was making throughout the year. And then, I got knocked down real hard right at the beginning of the year. But coming back, it's even better. The numbers are astounding there. So thank you for watching my videos. And I'm glad that I'm able to make stuff that you actually want to see. That's valuable to me and shows that I am at least moving in a useful direction, a direction that folks like, what more can I ask for? That's the ultimate goal here, is just to make stuff that people want to see, right? So that's working out well. Also, I'm going to have to go back and talk about the whole COPPA thing again, just briefly. I'll try to keep it as brief as possible. It's very relevant to what I'm talking about with the change of the format. There's non-public information that's going around. I don't have any actual sources that I can quote for this, but there's information that's making its rounds about essentially information that's come directly from within YouTube about their processes for reviewing content, for reviewing the for kids versus not for kids content and stuff like that. And it's really, really good. It was really, really good for me to hear it, because it aligns almost perfectly with my expectations. All the stuff that I've talked about up to this point about my strategizing and what I think about how content creators need to think about our toy related, kid product related videos and stuff that I've done. It all just aligns and has given a lot of confirmation that what I have understood on my own from my own research, from having contacts with YouTube in the past through partner managers and through their support lines, watching their activities, watching what they have done to me, to other creators, and also having a fair amount of experience deep within the tech industry and many portions of it. All of it has led me to a particular set of conclusions about how I should proceed, how we content creators should proceed, and how YouTube would probably view like my content, for example, content that I've done before versus content that I'm doing now. And the difference that I made here, bringing myself into frame, absolutely 100% can make the difference between YouTube seeing, when it's actual people doing the review, seeing my content as being for kids or not for kids. It is that initial impression and putting an adult before the screen at the very beginning of the video is so important. And I'm not the only person who independently came to that conclusion. I've seen other content creators who've come to the exact same conclusion and made the exact same change that I did. And it's the right one, or at least it is a right one. Now, there are no guarantees. Of course, this is YouTube. YouTube can still screw people over on a moment's notice without notice. So I'm still not 100% safe, but I am absolutely, definitely way more safe now with the new content, with me in it, than I was before. So I'm confident in that. That feels good. Moving on. The review queue is something that I've been chopping through, getting through quickly, rapidly, effectively. When I first came back, started doing reviews again, I had a huge stack of sets because it wasn't long. It was like, what was it, 1 week? Just over 1 week before the big YouTube calamity hit that I had ordered all the new sets, $2,000 worth of sets, literally. And I had just started getting through those as I could, and then I had to stop. So I basically fell about a month behind on that stuff, and I've been catching up recently. So that's going really well. I just looked at the complete stack of stuff that I have yet to do just before coming into the studio this time, and it's looking good. There's light at the end of that tunnel, at least. So I'm looking forward to getting past that, because it was like a major thing. Once I came back, I wanted to start thinking about different things I could do, different types of content, and different ways to myself enjoy what I do more stuff that more of you will enjoy as well, and also diversify a little bit. But first I needed to get through that big stack of stuff, just the normal stuff that I do. And I'm making great progress on that. It's going really well. And like I said, the videos are being well received. So that's going to continue on for a little while longer yet. But I want to just get those done. I'm not trying to go back and forth between getting back into working on New Jack City right now. I just want to get those reviews done, since they're all way behind schedule at this point anyway. So get those out of the way, and it'll just make everything better. Other than that, I don't think I have much else to really report on right now. I guess I can talk a little bit about other Lego news, Lego-related stuff from the past week or so. The ideas review process. I'm not doing full formal videos on these things, even though I know that people like that stuff, and we're showing that they like that stuff from me in particular quite a bit. Again, right now I'm just trying to get through my reviews, as quickly as I can. But the ideas review was completed. I was sad to see that Anatomini, is that what it was called? Anatomini? I might have that a little bit wrong, but I was sad to see that was pushed out again. It was rejected again. It was such a cool thing. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. It's just such a cool thing. I was definitely sad to see that go for the second time. But the blacksmith shop, that medieval build, was a shocker to me. I did not think for a second that would actually get approved, because it's the type of thing that typically doesn't get approved. Something that's original, that's large, and it's detailed. We got the fishing shop, which was similar in general vein to that. So that was great. And now we've got another one, and it's in a medieval theme that a lot of people, especially older fans, will appreciate. And then there's the Winnie the Pooh set, which I'm cautiously very optimistic about. I personally was a big Winnie the Pooh fan when I was very, very small, very, very small, very, very young, just starting to form early memories in life. But that is just such a wholesome bit of subject material. I think it goes really, really well with Lego. I just hope that they do the figures well. And I hope that they don't leave out any major characters. Those are the two things that I'm worried about the most. Blocky looking, weird looking figures that don't have enough specialized pieces to make them look right. Or that shift the looks too far in the traditional Lego direction. And just leaving out some key character. Please don't leave anything out. But that could be actually pretty good. Another thing that's surprising in a good way is the Minions unveiling that they did, the official Lego Minions, at least first wave of Minions sets. They don't look terrible. They look much better than I expected them to. Maybe the figures aren't as good as the Mega Constructs, or formerly Mega Bloks ones, because those were really, really good. But it's obvious that Lego looked at what Mega did and tried to aspire towards that level. They definitely took some inspiration, I would say, from what Mega did, and they may actually turn out okay. I'm personally not a Minions hater. I've never been a Minions hater. I think they're cool. I like them. I like their immature jokes and their funny little voices and everything. Some people will hate them because of people posting memes of them or something, not even just because of them, but for whatever reason, not everybody likes everything. I personally think they're cool, think they're funny. And I think that Lego is doing an okay job. And then I guess the most recent thing was the Razor Crest set from the Mandalorian was unveiled. Good to see that. Baby Yoda, of course. But the Razor Crest itself looks pretty decent. Doesn't look fantastic. I'm sure that plenty of people will be disappointed after having looked at really high quality, large, complex Razor Crests custom builds that I'm sure have been made. I've just not been looking around very much myself because I've been focusing on my reviews, right? But I think that Lego did an okay job for something that is needing to be boxed up and presented with instructions that can be followed by anybody with fully legal building techniques and plenty of durability and all that kind of stuff that they need to go through, all the testing that they need to do, internal reviews, all of their standards. Looks okay, but I'll wait to get my hands on them to really on the figures and the set. Too bad it does not come with Quill? Was that his name? I don't have it handy. I should have like a laptop with me, or tablet or something. That's something I should look into doing for the future anyway, because I'm going to be moving in that direction. But yeah, Yeah, him. Too bad they did not include him in it. But otherwise, yeah, that looks pretty cool. Other than that, the Dio set was revealed. The Dio character from the Rise of Skywalker. The big one to go with the not UCS BB-8. That looks pretty cool to me. That character was way better than I expected it to be. It was very different. It was not at all like any Star Wars droids that have been done before, that are usually intended to be cutesy marketing vehicles, merchandise vehicles, and/or comic relief. And Dio had brought in some comedy, but also just some, I don't know, it was just different. It was just completely different than what I expected. So I kind of like the character, and I think that the set looks pretty good. And like I said, I'm not going to be doing full pre-review whatever videos on those, because I'm going to focus on the stuff that I'm doing until I'm done with it. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I may have forgotten something, but I can't think of anything. I'm going to keep working through these reviews, get them done, and then move on to the next stuff as quickly as I can. So thank you very much for your support, for your honest feedback, whether it's positive or negative, as long as it's respectful. Bring it on, please. These videos obviously are not done for me. They're done for all of you, and strictly for all of you. I definitely want to enjoy doing them, and I do enjoy doing most of them. And I'm going to work to continue to enjoy more of them, more so in the future, and focus more on things that I enjoy that you will also be able to enjoy. So thank you for your support. Thanks for hanging in there as I go through changes, and I will talk to you again soon.